it's John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're doing a review demo of the Sublime Chieftain Deluxe. Tell you all about this guitar after I tell you about how recording it. Couldn't be simpler. Got a Klotz cable run directly into a Fender Supersonic. We are currently in the clean channel and that bad boy is flat, but I've got the fat switch on. A little later, we're going to go in the dirty channel, and I've got the mids boosted a bit and the treble down a tiny bit. We're miking that with a Royer R121 mic, and that's going into an Apogee Quartet and into Pro Tools. So just blowing and going with this thing. Well, let me tell you about it. What they're going for, obviously, is a 335 type feel, but borrowing some from like the ES330 or even kind of the Sheridan, the Epiphone Sheridan. Here's the basics. It is a, much like a 335, it is a molded maple body. And same with the Gibson 335, that's essentially kind of a plywood that is, you know, it's not carved out, but actually molded into the shape to give it that nice raise like that. And then, but they've got a center block that's a maple block that's going to help a bit with your feedback issues that you'd have if it's just entirely hollow. And like a Gibson ES330 would be entirely hollow. But here are the similarities. A 330 has P90 single coil pickups. This has single coil pickups in more of a 335 design. So I'm just breaking it down in terms, giving you a reference point. Here's another interesting Gibson-esque appointment. This volute right here is very much like a volute you'd find on a 70s era Les Paul or 335. And what they were there for, they were shipping out a lot of guitars that were breaking in transit. So they found a little bit of wood like right back there helped. They later corrected the problem. And in fact, now that new design they have is really stable. Anyway, that's what they're kind of borrowing from back there. And I think it's kind of a cool tip of the hat, and not just the aesthetic, it actually probably helps some guitars from breaking. Let me give you the rest of the details. Okay, radius is 12, and it's an ebony fit fingerboard, fretboard. 22 medium jumbo frets, 24 3/4 scale, traditional C profile. These pickups are Porter gatekeeper design pickups. They call them the H90, but clearly influenced kind of by the P90. Tune-o-matic bridge with actual rollers on here, which is kind of cool, like that. 2 volumes and 2 tones. And they say there's vintage cloth wiring. I've not opened it up, but we'll take their word for it. And Grover tuners. And these are these kind of imperial tuners, which I really love. You know, that's just a cool appointment. Anyway, Warren, I've told you enough about it. Let me show you some sounds. Came in on that neck pickup, and it's good sounding. It's a little bright, and the guitar is a little bright overall. But I think it's a good tone. Now, here's where it gets a little funky. As you roll down this tone, you know, there's not a lot of, it's almost kind of, not a lot of nuance there, which again, this is a very affordable guitar. So, you know, the difference between a great guitar and a really good guitar is sometimes, you know, like 10%, but that 10% makes a big difference. That makes sense. Anyway, so the tone control is kind of almost on-off. Not a lot of variety there. However, you can roll it down somewhere in between that mud and all the way up. You know, it's pretty jazzy. So, cool like that. Why don't we put a little dirt on this neck and you can see what that does. cool tone, not super dirty, and I can. This on a on a humbucker would be really dirty. But it's got a cool thing. Again, kind of like a dog-eared Gibson pickup a little bit. Together, let me put that in the clean setting again. The two together is it's a cool tone. Cool there, a little bit of dirt on it. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's probably my favorite dirty tone, these two together. It's got that, almost that kind of Bonnie Raitt-ish kind of. Good tone. Let's go to the bridge. It's almost, man, it's surprisingly snappy, right? I mean, it's got some smack to it. Let's put a little dirt on that. So those are the tones. It's a well-constructed guitar and a very affordable guitar. This is kind of the golden age of affordable guitars. Like 1957 through say, maybe like 1955 through 1965 was kind of the golden age of top-end guitars. I think this is the golden age of affordable guitars. They really do some great things. And again, it's an unfair comparison to compare it to a $2,500 guitar or $3,000 guitar up, which is what its equivalent is. But they're shooting for that, and it's impressive. So that's my take on it. To read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com. While you're online, make sure you like us on Facebook, Instagram, the whole deal. Also have the hard copy sent to your home. It's John Bollinger. Till next time.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on premierguitar.com.